This is the R5 Mark II, and today I'm going to be trying it out. I currently use the R5, the original one from 2020, and today I'm going to be playing around with this R5 Mark II to see what the differences are, and I'm going to be sharing them with you. First of all, I believe like any camera that's been made in the past 6-7 years, there's not much difference to it, not much development, not much of a lot of things that are actually changing. However, there are some really cool things that just kind of make things a little easier for the photographer and I think this is one of those cameras that does that. My favorite things to check out, because I have seen some of the specs and some of the hula baloo about the camera before now, and my favorite thing to try out is the eye of autofocus thing. I don't know how to describe it. Basically, it follows your eye as you're looking through the viewfinder to see what you're looking at. I know I have experienced it with the R3, and it's really cool that they brought it to the R5 as well. Yeah, so I'm going to be taking a quick portrait of Tim Tyler. He works with me, and he's currently wearing a nice simple suit. So yeah, first of all, carrying it, looking at it, there's almost no difference, but I can see they've changed the way to change it from photo mode to video mode, which I guess makes things easier. Like I said before, you have to press the mode button and then press info as well to change it from photo to video and back. But now there's just like a dedicated button on the camera. I can also see that they've moved the power button to the right, and there's this new lock button. I'm not really sure what it is. Maybe it's supposed to lock it when it's on and turn it off, depending on what, so you don't change anything while it's in that mode. I'm not seeing much else of a difference, but I guess maybe the rest of the stuff is going to be inside the camera. So let's get right into taking the pictures. I'm using the continuous lights in the studio, and I'm going to move this a little closer just so that I get a little more focused light, because this light is kind of giving me a very broad, soft light all over the space. But I'm going to use this light to kind of get a sort of focus light for his face to kind of separate him from the background as well. And then I'm going to take this and move it really close to him, so it's like lighting just his upper body and his head and his face. I'm using the 85mm f1.2. I'm going to be shooting as close to wide open as possible, not all the way wide open, but just because I need some of that sharpness. Okay, so right now I can see the purple circle thing that is kind of following my eye, which is pretty cool. And now it's a very simple picture. It's very simple, very straightforward. Lighting is perfect. It's very evenly lit. The background is evenly lit as well. I'm done with the shoot. I'm joking. But yeah, I'm just gonna get a few more. I really like the picture. I love how it looks. Yeah. Okay, so these pictures look really nice. Oh, this is cute. He has a nice smile. Look at that. In the secondary color wheel, what's it called for light? The opposite color from green, which is what he's wearing, is purple magenta. But I'm going to go the other way and want a mix of red and yellow. Okay, so here. And then I'm going to try to avoid some of these lights from spilling to the back. Again, there isn't a lot of things that I've noticed that's much different, except, like I said, the eye track. Oh, this is new. This is like a cover for the horseshoe. Interesting. That's pretty cool. Let's see. Can you do this? Up, yes, that's it. I want to play around with lighting a little bit. Let's take the light to the back. I'm going to adjust your light a little bit. Sorry about that. Turn your head this way. Yeah. Okay, that looks nice. There we go. So I just had my first experience using the R5 Mark II, and especially coming from the first R5, it was a good experience. I mean, you can't really go bad with cameras that have been released in the past 6-7 years. I have noticed a few new things and a few new tricks that they've added to it, like the HDMI is now full HDMI, meaning that I can connect the screen to it and get full readout without having an adapter or anything. Another thing that I know they've changed is the battery. I hear the batteries are supposedly better now, and there's some really cool things that comes with. Apparently there's something called the pre-continuous shooting mode, which is when you press the shutter button halfway, it gets 1 or 2 or 3 shots. But I wonder about that, because like, what if you were trying to get the camera in focus with your half button press? Does it mean that it takes pictures that are out of focus, or it disregards the place you're trying to focus and just tries to get as much good pictures as it can possibly get with them? So I mean, I think it will take me some tests and trials to see how that works. So one of the things that I was excited to try out with this camera, because I had seen it work in the R3 before. I shot a wedding, and like, it has this thing where it like follows your eyes and focuses, where it'd be very cool. I was looking forward to trying it in this, and it does have it, but I noticed that with this one, when I wore my glasses, because I'm a bit short-sighted, it wasn't following my eye correctly. So sometimes it was just going like up or to the side. It was just looking weird. So I had to take off my glasses to be able to use it effectively, and I don't think that works for someone like me. But otherwise, the autofocus is still incredible. In fact, even shooting with the, you know, with the way the eye thing was going topsy-turvy, I was still able to get all like pictures in focus, and you know, it turned out really great. I would just probably disable that when I'm shooting because of my glasses, maybe until they send an update that, you know, recognizes your glasses and makes the necessary corrections. But otherwise, it's a pretty decent camera. My recommendation is that if you have an R5 or an R6, I don't think that this is that much of an upgrade. But if you are just about to get, you know, new camera, and you were using the R, or you were using a crop sensor before, this is definitely the one to buy. That's my recommendation. But if you, again, I personally would wait for maybe a more significant upgrade if I was going to go for it from my R5. But if you give me this, I will take it. It's all I'm saying. It's all I'm saying. It's all I'm saying. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this video. Shout out to 35mm for coming through. It's your boy, Lex Ash.